So my dad's too busy eating Christmas cookies and watching cheesy movies to even do his own intro. So I'm Jolene, and this is Cake Take, my take on cake. Pow!
Hey folks, Maxwell here. I play in a band in Louisville, Kentucky. We play 25 to 40 weddings every year, and I love wedding cake. But this week, because it's Christmas Eve, I wanted to do something very Christmassy. I wanted to do something about the season, something from my childhood, and so I've decided to do something on eggnog. And that's not for everybody, but I can tell you it's for me. I love eggnog. Everybody in my family loves eggnog. And I have a lot of memories at my grandmother's house eating dinner there and having eggnog while we were opening presents. So I love eggnog. I have 3 groups of eggnog from your local stores in this area. There's 3 different groups. One's going to be Trader Joe's and a Kroger version of boiled custard, which is a little different. Eggnog is not boiled, cooked, and boiled custard is heated. So there's a difference there. The next 2 are going to be some spicy cinnamon flavors. And then the last 2 are going to be your traditional eggnog, what I love and remember as a kid. So I also have my favorite cookies, which are these little Trader Joe's dark chocolate stars. They're fantastic. They still have some, which is very unusual. Every single year I go there, typically 2 weeks into December, they're gone. Can't find them. We even drove to Indianapolis when we didn't have a Trader Joe's here. The first time we got them was in Chicago, and then we drove to Indianapolis for 2 or 3 years before they came here to Louisville. So dark chocolate stars are my favorites. I'm going to use that to clean the palate as well as a little bit of water because the nog can be pretty heavy. So eggnog is one of those things that a lot of people mix alcohol with. There's a lot of different stories about where eggnog came from. And in the United States, it seems like in the late 1700s is when they kind of started having eggnog around here. And typically nog was, an alcoholic drink. But traditional eggnog, the way they make it in the States and in England, is with eggs, cream or milk, and sugar. And some people put nutmeg in it. Some people put cinnamon in it. It's just everybody's got their own thing. But that's where it comes from, is from eggs and cream or milk, depending on, and some of these will be a little creamier than others and probably has more cream in it. So we're going to get started right at it. We're going to start with the boiled custard from Kroger. And I'm going to be drinking them out of my BC glasses. If you know anything about BC, if you're a kid from the 60s and 70s, BC glasses, there were 2 places you could get these. One was at the Marathon station. You bought a certain amount of gasoline and they gave you these things. And I remember from my childhood. The second place was Arby's in the 80s. They actually, in 81, I think it was, they had these. So it's a interesting thing. Johnny Hart was the guy who designed these, and they have these weird looking little cats on them. All kinds of weird little aardvarks and cavemen. So we're going to try this boiled custard. Let's see what we got. It's nice and rich and thick. Look at that. That is something right there. So, and this again, Kroger, boiled custard. We'll see what happens. The old boiled custard is getting ready to happen. Okay, here it comes. Wow. It's thick and it's creamy. It reminds me of homemade vanilla ice cream. The stuff you used to get maybe at the church social, that kind of thing. It's got that sort of real sweet top into it. It's like a vanilla ice cream, but like a handmade vanilla ice cream. That's what this reminds me of. Woo! That's sweet and good. All right, the next one. I went to Trader Joe's the other day, and they didn't have any eggnog, but they had almond nog. I guess it's a healthy version of eggnog. And I got another BC glass, which is awesome. I can make them all kinds of different sizes. I have the whole set, I believe. I even have a cookie jar, right, honey?
You do.
I have a cookie jar. So, here we go. Almond nog. I didn't even know they made almond nog, but here's some almond nog. Probably much healthier for you than the eggnog. Smells good. Smells like eggnog. Huh. Very thin. Doesn't have a lot of that nog sort of thickness, that creamy thickness that eggnog typically has. And it really kind of tastes like almond milk. It tastes like almond milk to me. Just, yeah, it's not even nog. It's just almond milk. There you go. So, dark chocolate star. All right. Now for something a little more fun. Again, BC glass. That's my little man. This, Kroger makes a cinnamon eggnog. I've not had cinnamon eggnog before. I've never had flavored eggnog before. But we're going to fire this one up and see what we got. This is cinnamon. Ooh, you can smell the cinnamon. Ooh, thick. It's really, it's got kind of almost a little bit of a sandy look to it color-wise. And yeah, that's good. It's just a hint of cinnamon with the nog, still rich and thick like the eggnogs, like eggnog is, just rich and thick and delicious. But that's just got a hint of cinnamon. Now, my wife found this stuff. Some of you guys like the Fireball. I know you like the Fireball whiskey. Do those Fireball drinks and all that good stuff. Well, I don't drink any alcohol, but this is the Fireball Holiday Nog. Cinnamon Holiday Nog, right there. It says, for a red hot kick, add Fireball whiskey. I'm not going to, but I will taste it and tell you how much fire this thing has. Oh, it's good and thick. See what it smells like. Oh, whoo! It's like a big red gum almost. Woo! It is exactly like big red gum. It's like big red eggnog. Big red gum eggnog. Hope that doesn't make my tongue swell up. Big red gum makes my tongue swell up. I think it's the fake cinnamon they use in it. Oh my gosh, it smells just like Big Red. That's crazy. All right, now, from my childhood, Dean's milk was what I had when I was a kid. I drank it forever. And for some reason, I think Dean's is doing something else, or they're not available in this area. But we happened to find Dean's eggnog. Holiday, they call it hollynog. But this is what I remember from my childhood. This was the stuff that we drank all the time. Standard eggnog. Oh, it's got the smell from my childhood. I remember this. I remember listening to Elvis Christmas music at my grandmother's house. She had this, one of those console stereos, and we have it down here in the basement, I believe. And it's she used to play Christmas Elvis music, and we had eggnog. And this reminds me of that. It brings back those memories of being in her front room big front room with a Christmas tree and everything. It was wonderful. So this is going to be fantastic. I'm assuming. Very close to the way I remember it. Not quite as thick as it used to be, but has that really, really sugary flavor that the eggnog from my childhood is very much like that. Oh gosh, that's so good. All right, one more chocolate star. I can't stop with these. I bought 3 boxes yesterday. All right.
Sorry, there's not much left. We drank most of it.
This has been the eggnog we bought the last few years. Southern Comfort traditional eggnog. This has been the stuff I've been drinking the last few years. My son loves this. It's thick. It's got that great creamy look, and the smell is not as sugary as the Dean's was. And it doesn't have a sharp a flavor, but in regards to eggnog, it's thick. It's got the eggnog flavor, very balanced. Yeah, the Southern Comfort's pretty darn good. All right, so what we know is there's a lot of eggnogs out there. If you like cinnamon eggnog, I think you'd like the Kroger cinnamon eggnog, cinnamon flavored eggnog as a cinnamon flavor. If you're wanting a bang, then certainly that red hot, what was it?
Fireball.
Fireball would be the flavor that you'd want to have. But it's got a zing to it, man. If you like Big Red Gum, man, it's like Big Red Gum. Eggnog is delicious. The Trader Joe's almond nog, I could just have almond milk and be about the same. The boiled custard was good, but it was like I was drinking homemade ice cream, vanilla homemade ice cream. So between the two traditional ones, I'm going to pick the Dean's. I'm going to pick the Dean's over the Southern Comfort. Now, the Dean's is a little sugary. It's not quite as thick as I remember it used to be, but the flavor of it just reminds me of my childhood and what eggnog was when I was a kid. The Southern Comfort is amazing. It's really, really thick and delicious. It's just kind of flat on the top end. It doesn't have that brightness that the eggnog from my childhood had. So, go get some eggnog. Enjoy your lovely Christmas time. I know I'm going to. I'm looking so forward to this Christmas. I've been playing Christmas music all the time and wrapping gifts and watching Christmas movies on my time off, which I love Christmas movies. They're fantastic. So, thank you so much for watching. Thanks again for subscribing, sharing, and liking. There's going to be one more this year, and then we may have some other things going on next year. We'll just have to see. But this, I really appreciate you guys watching this. Go get you some chocolate stars before they're all gone, and get you some eggnog, and enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I love you.